Ready.
Set.
Gamecast.
Welcome to Ready, Set, Gamecast, a bi-weekly podcast about Spider-Man and crying during Spider-Man movies. I'm Teddy Chinaris, and I cried 3 times during Into the Spider-Verse. Darian, how many times did you cry?
I haven't seen it yet.
Boo! How many times have you cried during Homecoming? Spider-Man Homecoming.
I didn't.
Boo. Bryce, what about you?
I haven't seen Spider-Verse. I have to wait till
Wow.
the 28th or the 29th to see it, because I told Aaron we would watch it together.
Man,
And
you're in for a treat.
I hear I have muted everything. I've muted Spider-Man, Spider, Peter, so many things from Twitter because I want to go in as fresh as I can.
You should. I also don't want to get your expectations too high, but like, I don't know if that's possible because it's really good.
Yeah, I hear it's really good. So I'm just gonna have to wait. But Homecoming really wasn't like a cry movie.
No, there was one. I don't think I did tear up at any point in Homecoming.
And Infinity War had a cry-worthy like Spider-Man moment, but not.
Yeah.
And I had no heart in that movie. Just saying.
Also,
Wow.
Darian, quick question: how many Spider-Man movies have you watched?
All of them this far, I think.
Okay, and how?
Oh, no, I take that back. The one after Tobey Maguire, but before...
You didn't see the Andrew Garfield movies?
No,
It was good.
I haven't seen any of those.
Follow-up question: hey, Darian, you gonna play Spider-Man PS4?
I don't know, Bryce. Am I going to play Spider-Man PS4?
I like. So, I got spoilers. I got Darian a year supply of GameFly for Christmas,
Wow.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
so that she'll play more games that aren't Dead by Daylight or League of Legends.
Nice.
And so after God of War, she's like, I'm gonna get Red Dead Redemption. I was like, really? Get Spider-Man. And she's like, I don't really like Spider-Man.
God
I'm like,
damn it.
What?
Spider-Man's so good.
Okay, but Bryce, also, I did tell Bryce that I wasn't going to accept video games from him anymore. So he did a turnaround and got me GameFly subscription instead.
Yeah, that
He
works.
did a sneaky.
Yeah, he's being very sneaky about it. Dude, Spider-Man PS4 is so good.
Real quick, Teddy, can you go into your Discord DMs?
Yes.
Bryce, didn't you send me a Snapchat of Spider-Man?
Well, yeah, okay. So
What the fuck?
here's
Bryce, why?
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
yes.
Why?
Are you going to say what it is?
Yeah, he just sent. First of all, I'm gonna redeem it
You're
to
not
be
gonna
sure
tell?
it's real. Second of all, he sent me. It just says $50 PSN code,
Aww.
and I'm like, what? Why? But I'm gonna do this.
He's gonna actually put it in to confirm I'm not fucking with him, apparently.
I am. What if you just threw in random numbers and letters?
Let me just, if it doesn't work, he'll get you another one. Because that happened to me. He got me a $20 one. It didn't work. So he got me another one.
Dude, I forgot too. I did a thing a while back where like it was like if you buy or pre-order certain games, they gave you like $15. And I just like have $15 in my PlayStation wallet. So now I have $65 in my PlayStation wallet. I have a whole game. Wow.
There you go.
Well, okay. Thank you, Bryce. I don't know what that's for, but thank you.
It's Christmas time.
Also, it's his birthday time.
Also birthday.
Oh, my birthday was Saturday, December 15th.
Well, I figured I would do it on the podcast.
That's a great. I'm very happy. I can buy video games.
Yes.
That's rare for me these days. Wow.
But speaking of the PS4 or the Spider-Man I sent you, so in my home right now there is 3 PlayStation 4s. I owned one. Erin's moving in. She had a PS4. But there is a Shopko closing down about 40 minutes from me. And
In Del Rapids?
no.
Oh.
And
No, get out.
And I heard that they had everything in the store 20% off. I heard they had a Nintendo Switch, but when I got there, they did not have a Nintendo Switch, but they did have a PlayStation 4. It wasn't even a Pro, but I was like, fuck it, I'm buying this.
Why?
It was just the slim one, and it came with Spider-Man, so now I have another copy of Spider-Man.
And another PS4 when you already have one.
Well, it's the slim one. It's the slim 1 terabyte version. So that's gonna be my new main because I don't know how much storage my old one had. But it's gonna be quieter and sleeker and nice. I'm happy with it. But yeah, ideally I would want a Pro, but that's what they had, and I'm an idiot.
Pro would be amazing.
People shouldn't trust me with having money. But yeah,
You could give it to me.
I just have to figure out how to get the copy of Spider-Man 2 Darien. And also...
Just got that GameFly.
And also this.
Easy.
But he has a game.
Oh,
I want that. It's squishy, right? Like a stress ball?
Yes, it's a...
Oh.
You want to know something? I've never been... I never cared about that, but I donate plasma twice a week now because I'm a poor bitch and I need money. And they make you squeeze your hand when they're doing it, but all of the stress balls that they have suck. I don't know if my hand's too small. I don't know if I'm too weak. It's too rough. But watching you just manhandle that PlayStation controller, I'm like, that's probably more my speed.
Or I just have the...
Oh,
yeah,
God.
you're way stronger than I am. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Oh my God. Bryce is not gonna fuck off. He's gonna tell us what games he's been playing.
So Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, and I have been playing that for a bit.
It's so good.
I really, I've mostly been doing World of Light. It's fun for the most part. Most of the battles are cool. I love how they take characters and kind of use what they have to try and embody that spirit.
Yeah.
Of it's Donkey Kong, but he's giant, and that's I don't know which characters what those are, but yeah. It's the Chorus Kids. That one's a good one. The Chorus Kids were apparently these background characters who were sing along to stuff. So to embody them, they're 3 Jigglypuffs that would do the sing move all the time.
That's good.
And it was that's a cool way to embody that character.
Classic mode does stuff like that too.
Yeah, I just now started messing with classic mode.
That's immediately what I started with. I haven't even touched World of Light at all.
You should. World of Light's really interesting. And apparently if you unlock a character in World of Light, you unlock it in the main game as well. But if you unlock a character in the main game, you don't unlock it in World of Light automatically. So
yeah,
it seems like the ideal way to do it is play World of Light, unlock them there.
Well, World of Light is apparently 40 hours, and if you do a different method, you can get all the characters in 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you want to play, but it seems like the most fun way to unlock your characters.
I don't know. That's pretty controversial. A lot of people aren't liking World of Light. A lot of people say it's the worst part of the game.
I guess it depends on what you like about Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been just kind of messing around with World of Light, and I played a little bit online. I effed up Jay Jamrog and Zyger a little bit. I can't remember. I was doing pretty good with my Mii fighter. I created a custom Mii fighter that is just really good at knocking people off the edges. He's just got a lot of push moves. So he's good at
It's so weird to me that in a roster of over 70 Nintendo characters, iconic video game characters, you're you know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be a Mii. I'm gonna create a Mii. And I'm gonna be him. When you have Link and Mario and Zelda.
I feel like that's just speaking to the fact that I think very highly of myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It shows your real confidence if you choose a Mii fighter. Especially if you make him look like yourself. Then it's okay.
It is me. I'm in there beating up the Link. It's me killing Mario.
That is very much shows Bryce's ego that he's like, you know what, 70 giant like iconic characters, I'm gonna be myself and I'm gonna destroy all of them.
Fuck them.
I want to make it noted that when Smash Brothers came out, they like re-released a bunch of Smash amiibos and released like new amiibos. And I must have spent $100 to $200 in amiibos. I got fucking so many.
I don't have a single amiibo.
It's ridiculous.
Which is sad.
Of just new amiibos.
Wow, I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've also been playing Hades, which is the new Supergiant game. They are the makers of Bastion and Transistor and Pyre. It's currently early access on the Epic Store. I've been liking it so far. For the most part, like a lot of the game is there. At first I was like, how is this early access? It seems ready to go. But there were a few times, like there'll be a dash move that you'll have. That there was times where there would be lag. Like I could feel it not being dashy. And I was like, okay, I can see where they kind of need to optimize and clean some stuff up. And it is kind of roguelike-y, where you're kind of doing runs and dying and coming, like upgrading and then going again. Being able to select different weapons and stuff. But just like, your main character's kind of narration throughout, and what's cool is that every time you die, you'll pop back up at the like intake of Hades, and there'll be a guy there who will basically be like, "Oh, the witches got you again. Did you try hitting them before they hit you?" Like
Wow, what a dick.
And then, like, your dad, Hades, will just, like, be like, "Are you done fucking around, son?" And he's like, "No."
Wow, real supportive cast of characters.
Yeah, everybody's just, like, trying to, like, be like, "You're not gonna do it." Because you're trying to escape Hades. You're trying to get out. Like, the gods of Olympus apparently heard your plight, and they're like, hey, like, you want to get out, and apparently the gods are trying to help you. And they'll send down little things that'll, like, power up your moves. Depending on which god you get power from, it'll be like your special move now has a lightning attack to it because Zeus or whatever. But I'm really intrigued to see, like, just the characters are really cool, and it makes me, and the combat feels so good. They just need to optimize a little bit better because that dash is so important about dodge because it's really quick. There's so many guys on screen a lot, and you need to kind of strategize and move quickly. So having that dash lag really, like, can throw me off. But I love the voice acting. I love a lot about it. I'm excited to play more and see what happens. A cool thing about the early access aspect to it is that on the thing it'll say next big update in 30 days. Like, there'll be a countdown, so they'll let you know, like, things are coming, here's when it's coming.
That's awesome. I am going to play that when hopefully it does come to consoles, and when it's done. I was considering getting it and playing it now, but it's just like, I got so much other stuff, it's fine. But I love those games. To be fair, I did not play Bastion, but I heard a lot of really good things about Bastion, and I played Transistor. I did not play Pyre, but Transistor was great.
I've beat Bastion. I touched on Transistor. I need to play more of it. I need to play through it all. And Pyre, I tried playing, but it's it gets bogged down in the story too much.
Yeah.
The other games do, like, Bastion, Transistor, and Hades do a really good job of having the story play out while you're playing. Like,
yeah, and they're very just gameplay focused. There's not too much focus on the story.
But it's cool because, like, they'll have, like, narration or your character talking as you're actually doing stuff that brings in the story, and it's really good about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it eventually. I'm excited. Glad to hear it's good.
I feel like Darian would have a crush on the main character.
Nope, sorry.
Have you not seen him?
Nope.
I feel like it's very much your type.
I don't want any more game loves. All right, my heart has already been broken. I don't.
Damn.
I can't handle it anymore. I'm gonna die.
Okay. Well, that's what I've been playing.
Darren, what have you been playing that has your video game loves in it? Tell us all about why your heart is so broken.
So, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight.
Just really love those horrifying monsters.
Well,
Yes.
Michael Myers is in it, and
Darian has a crush on a killer.
I
Color
don't
me
have a
surprised.
crush on him. All right, I'm not like, oh, I love Michael Myers. I wish I could be with Michael Myers. It's like,
Oh God.
anyway, I've also been playing God of War, and I am in love with Kratos, and I am broken over it.
Wow. That's
You're
sad.
not even that. I would say maybe 2/3 of the way through.
I don't care how far I am. I don't want this game to end.
You have to. Do you have a platinum yet?
I've never gotten a platinum.
Good. Make it your first.
She hasn't finished the story, so.
No, I was saying, do you have a platinum ever, like on your account? And if not, make God of War your first platinum if you don't want it to end. Do everything you can.
It would take a while.
It's not that bad, from what I've heard.
I'm bad at video games.
She needs to get better at parrying if she is going to be
I
able to
just
do.
learned how to parry today.
The fights are going to get harder, especially if you're going into side content where you're going to need to be parrying and using every tool available to you.
God of War is so good. I'm like thinking about it now. It's been months and months since I've played it, and the combat's so good. Oh my God, I should go back to that.
Yeah, and Kratos' butt is like the best
It's
thing to
just
look
the
at.
best. Oh my God, Kratos' butt. Oh.
We're going to be doing Game of the Year. Here's the categories I'm thinking of doing. Game of the Year overall, best story, best gameplay, most innovative, Pokemon Let's Go, and best soundtrack.
And most fuckable.
We'll see.
Most fuckable
We'll
character
see.
in a video game series. I have a list
We will see.
of nominees.
Best gameplay, I feel like it's going to be a hard-fought battle between God of War and Spider-Man.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I can't think
I'd
of any.
agree.
Like, I think overall, Spider-Man's going to have trouble winning Game of the Year overall, but best gameplay, I feel like it's in the...
If it were to get anything, yeah. Because, man, that combat in Spider-Man's awesome, too.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that Darian needs to play it, because she was thinking about going from God of War
Darren,
to
let me
Red
remind you, right? You're like, oh, I don't want to play Spider-Man, right? Did you want to play God of War beforehand?
No.
Yeah, exactly. And last year you didn't really want to play Zelda either. And then you're like, oh my God, Zelda. So I'm just saying, trust us and the universe as to what games are good.
We just need to be like, Darian, play this game, and then she needs to
You
play
have
the
to
game.
say it a lot of times.
And eventually it gets through.
I just need to control your game fly. You need to give me your login, and I'll select the
All
game.
right.
Just have
Sure.
games show up at your house and you'll be like, oh, guess this is what I'm playing now.
Yes.
Guess this is the game for the month. Cool.
What is the Digimon game that you love?
Digimon World 1 for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, that shows up in my door, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And in the latest Game Make Corp, Becker's not the one that's out, but the one coming out next. Becker's did Pokemon, but with AI. And then after she was done doing her jokes and stuff, I was like, hey guys, if you like that game idea, play Digimon World 1 for the PlayStation 1, because that's basically the game she's describing.
Damn.
And then she was like, I haven't heard of that. It was an original idea.
Original idea. Completely original. Also, I just want to point out that Darian's cat is now taking her spot on the podcast. I was not going to point out that she got up until her cat got in her seat. That's amazing. Which is why you should watch the video version on YouTube.
YouTube.com/lessgeek, yeah. We're still on The game. Wait, actually, no. That's the 2 games Darian's been playing. So I think she's done with her section.
Yeah, she is. I can say
I mean,
what
we
I've
can
been
talk
playing.
for 15 more minutes about God of War.
And Kratos' butt.
Mostly just Kratos, actually. Yeah, I don't want to talk.
We'll cover that all on Game of the Year.
You'll talk for an hour about Kratos. It'll be great. I've been playing video games, but not. I mean, as I didn't even mention this, I've not been on this podcast for like a month. So hi, I'm back. Hello. If there's somebody who listens to this regularly and was like, "Where's Teddy?" I was dying in mountains of schoolwork, and I'm still not even sure how it fully went yet. But it's all done. I'm on Christmas break. So now I can actually play video games and stream again, and it's amazing and a lot of fun, and I'm like actually happy instead of just really sad and frustrated and stressed about school. It's great. I can like play video games and watch shows and go to movies. It's amazing.
How much school do you have left in total and overall?
A year. It's a tricky question because
You're just failing so many
depends
classes.
on what I have to do with this class. But it should be a year. But yeah, I'm working more Christmas break, trying to get a bunch of money and streaming and all that. So it'll be good. And while I was studying for my finals, I was like in between studying, I would take a break and play Smash on my Switch. So I've been playing Smash. Smash is great. I mean, there's not much to say about Smash. It's awesome. Hopefully I will be able to do for those of you who were around my Twitch channel a long time ago when I did a dumb Worms Battleground tournament, which was amazing and it turned out great, I want to do a silly dumb one like that with Smash again. That'll be awesome. And I've actually been playing, the main thing I've been trying to get back into it because all throughout school and last semester while I was studying and I was busy, I kept hearing from all my Destiny people about how great Forsaken actually is, and that it's really good, and that like Forsaken's amazing, and the new raid's great, and all this, and the Dawning, the Christmas event, is happening right now. So, and I always love the Dawning. So I'm really kind of like really deep back into Destiny again. I want to play a bunch. I want to do the new raid. I want to get the Christmas sleigh all upgraded. I've been really enjoying it. So I've been playing that mainly. And then for a while, me and a couple friends were playing Smite because I got a MOBA craving, and that lasted about a week. That's usually how that goes. And I want to get into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have it. I've played probably like 3 hours and it's awesome, but I just don't have the time. But I will get into that more. I've played the opening basically. And then I was playing, it's been so long, I was playing Black Ops 4 earlier, but I haven't really hopped into that in a while. And there is a new like Christmas update out now, so I do want to play that. There's a lot of stuff I want to play right now, and I have more time. It's not like I don't have the time. I have a lot more time now, which is awesome. I can at least touch on everything, which is great. And then hopefully either for Christmas or after Christmas, I'm going to get a couple like indie games that I wanted throughout the year, and I want to get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee specifically.
What's it like to make bad decisions?
It's great, dude. It's a fun time. I got a cute little dog with a little scarf. It's adorable. And yeah, that's basically what I've been playing.
Steam sale is winter Steam sale is coming up, so get ready for that.
Great.
There's not really much I need or want. To be fair, even though I was short on money and whatnot, I got most of the games I wanted this year. Like, there were some I missed out on, but nothing like huge as far as I know. And at this point, I just like, can I just buy time? Like, can I just buy the day to freeze so that I have 24 hours? Because that's what I really want. Because like I have all these games and I'm really happy not getting too many others, but like I just want time to play them.
It's called not having a girlfriend. You have so much time when you don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I did have more time, but like during the last semester was so hard because I had a really tough class, a long distance girlfriend, and I was working more than I usually did. So it was like it was ridiculous. There was a lot of stuff. But now I have more time to play video games, and it's great. Speaking of video games, Bryce, we're not talking about PlayStation specifically. We're talking about all sorts of video games, and we're talking about the news that happened in the last 2 weeks, starting with the story that Bryce is going to start us off with.
Video game workers union, the video game workers in the UK have formed the first union.
Which is pretty big.
Yeah, which is something that we have been saying for a while, is it's like video game workers need a union because there's a lot of things shitty about the games industry. People getting laid off, people not getting benefits, crunch, people having to work too much, excessive unpaid overtime, they'll be working on projects, the game gets finished, they get laid off, a lot of things bad about it. And this is in the UK, so but like once you get a union somewhere, it's a start. And
Yeah,
I think we're gonna see that start to spread. It says, so this is the Game Workers United. The Game Workers Union is the name of it. The Game Workers Union.
pretty much exactly what it is.
Hold on.
Great name.
Okay, so here's some quotes. So when the union held its first meeting on Sunday, which this was a while ago, one of the biggest concerns for Mr. Peach and his fellow members is likely to be crunch, the practice of excessive unpaid overtime that's common in the industry. There's also other concerns about harassment and diversity and inclusion. But the Game Workers Union UK is part of the global Game Workers Union. But in the UK, it is part of the Independent Workers of Great Britain, a union that's made up of waves of unionizing gig economy workforce like Uber drivers or cycle couriers. Some game workers share much in common with these precariously employed groups, which kind of makes sense due to the weird way that game, like a lot of, they'll hire people as games start, getting cycled up, and then once that closes, they fire them, and then people have to go find a job, hope a new game's starting to get going.
A lot of it is like basically contract work.
Yeah, so this is going to be nice, and hopefully we'll see things go better for workers in the long run, and hopefully we'll see this spread to other industry things.
Other countries.
Yeah.
That's mainly it. Hopefully it's not just the UK. Hopefully that spreads to the US and other places.
Yep.
For sure. And that is the first news story. News story number 1 out of the way. News story number 2, Darian, take it away. It's something you're very excited about, which is like, let's pause to think about the fact that it's a month away. It's like a month away.
But not for some people. For some people, it's right now.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 was leaked, and that's very unfortunate, so mute everything as far as Kingdom Hearts is concerned if you don't want any spoilers.
It looks like there's like physical copies of the game that people have gotten a hold of.
Yeah, that's what it is. There's like some discs that got out. Like the game is done, and people have some copies. Some copies of Kingdom Hearts 3 are out in the wild.
Yeah, that seems crazy that like they are... I assumed that they like got to stores and they were like, hey, don't open this until this date, but a guy's just like, I didn't read that. Yeah, you can have this game, whatever.
It's so weird. It's not surprising though, that happens.
But yeah, I've heard of that happening like a few days in advance. This is a long time in advance.
Yeah it's pretty far in advance.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. But go ahead, Darian.
Okay. Well, the game was leaked, and the game director, Tatsuya Nomura, issued a full statement basically asking people not to spread any of the spoilers, screenshots, anything. Like, don't ruin the game for everybody else, basically.
I don't know why, but that reminds me. I can't remember who it was. I think it was oh man. I think it was
Jimmy Neutron.
it was like the creator of Mario, I think. I'm not sure. It was one of the big guys up at Nintendo. Was straight up literally was like, please stop drawing Mario porn. That was like a tweet that one of them put. It was either that or no. I think it was BioShock. It was something like that. Some game dev was just like, please stop drawing porn of our characters. I don't know why, but that's what this reminds me of. It's like just saying stop sharing spoilers. That's not going to stop the people who are sharing spoilers. It's
BioShock creator Ken Levine asked the internet to stop making Elizabeth porn.
He's like, please stop. And that's, you're not gonna get people to stop because you ask them to. Like, the people who are doing that are gonna do it. You're not gonna get them to stop. So, like, I feel like this is a similar thing.
It comes from a little bit of a different place, though.
Yeah, a little bit. But, like, people who are sharing spoilers, they're not just gonna be like, all right, you got me.
Yeah, they're doing it to mess with people. They're not doing it for, I want to share this great moment with my friends. They know that nobody else has it, and they want to mess with them.
Yeah, for sure. So fucking be careful out there.
Which I don't know if any spoilers have gotten out. We just know that copies of the game are out there, which could mean spoilers could come with it. But
I'm almost certain that they're out. Luckily, he did say that the game's epilogue and secret movie will not be able to be accessed until after the game's release date.
That's cool.
Which I think is a cool way to do that.
What if somebody buys that game and they don't have internet?
Then they don't get it.
They're screwed. Like, if they get that without the day one patch, you don't have a pretty crucial part of the game and of the story. That's pretty messed up. Anyways, be careful out there on the internet. Don't get spoiled. If you're looking forward to Kingdom Hearts at this point, just mute everything.
Also, we're recording on December 17th, and the newest trailer came out this morning, and I
heard it was really good.
I was at work when I watched it, and I just cried in the office for a while.
That's amazing.
It wasn't overly dramatic or anything. It was a run-of-the-mill trailer, but I was just like, oh no, the end is coming. No.
There was I saw a screenshot that it showed that a moment from that trailer was a really cool callback to Birth by Sleep. No, it's 365 2 days. Fucking, I can't. It's 365 2 days.
It. All right. I've reached my Kingdom Hearts limit for the day.
Yeah, I just hope they stop. I don't want them to release any more trailers. I have to watch them. But it's let me just play it. Let me just wait till it's out.
Well, I'm glad you guys are going to be getting your hands on that soon. And there's no transition for this. I'm done. I tried for this one. I thought about it, and I'm like, no, I got nothing. Story number 3. I'm just going to keep numbering it.
Remember when Teddy would heckle my transitions?
I did. But, I haven't tried. You know what I mean? If you try and they're bad, at least I'm not, trying. I'm admitting failure. Basically, right? I wanted to talk about this one because
did you just use "I'm not trying" as an excuse?
At least I'm admitting it. That's what I'm going with.
I couldn't figure it out, so I said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, that's kind of my attitude for a lot of things.
Best host.
That's how you gotta be in life.
Best
sometimes.
RSG host ever.
Actually, I did a way worse job.
At least we're moving along, right?
Okay, let's hear story number 3.
Story number 3 is the fact that at Daybreak, right? These are people that make H1Z1, DC Universe Online. Man, what did they make? There was something else that got shut down relative. Oh, PlanetSide 2. They make a lot of stuff, but they used to be, what was it? They used to be Sony Online Entertainment. It was literally had Sony in the name. But then they rebranded to Daybreak and they put stuff on other consoles and whatnot. They had a bunch of layoffs recently, and 70 people lost their job there. And they basically just were saying that they're restructuring and shifting, and it's not like Telltale, at least, where Telltale was just a shit show. This is real bad. It's not like that where they're like, hey, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. It was like, apparently they said that they're doing their best to like take care of the people who had to leave and whatnot. There's still, as far as I know, all the games are no changes with the games or anything yet, but they're restructuring and whatnot. So it wouldn't surprise me if DCUO is on its way out, by the way. That game has slowly been losing support, and like the content drops go like they're way smaller than they used to be, and they happen way less frequently and stuff like that. And H1 had a lot of problems.
Since you mentioned Telltale, I just want to take a quick second to at the Kind of Funny video game showcase, they showed the trailer for the final Telltale, the Walking Dead. I have not played like any of the Walking Dead. Just like I finished the first chapter of the first deal.
Damn.
And that trailer was like good. Also shout out,
Teared up.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. That shout out to Alex O'Neill and Blessing for appearing on that showcase.
Yeah, that was cool.
They're famous now. One of them have been on this podcast, so we are adjacently famous.
That's how it works?
Yeah, like
That's how it works. To be fair, I've met Greg, so like
me too.
Adjacently famous. We were already there.
I tried to hug him, but then everybody else was hugging him, and then it was weird, so I didn't hug him.
I've given him hugs a few times. He's always drunk. Every time I've met Greg, he was extremely drunk.
He was shirtless, and then he put on a small child shirt, and then I just went and talked to Jen because there were a lot of people talking to Greg. But
yeah.
they all signed my Switch, but it ended up rubbing off on the dock.
I have my Vita signed by Greg from multiple years ago.
Darian, come to PAX West with me.
Just no. Why? Why not?
You can meet Greg Miller.
When is PAX West?
PAX West will be they haven't announced it yet, but it's probably the last weekend in August, like the Labor Day weekend. Zyger will 99% chance be there. He will be living in Seattle. He will be there. Zyger will be there.
I would love to go to just anything, but that's what I definitely spent way too much money this last year doing that. So I don't know about that this year.
I love how Darian was like, no, and then I was like, Zyger will be there, and she's like, hold on, let me look at my schedule.
But yeah, things are not great over at Daybreak. Hopefully everything goes well, like with everybody who lost their job. Like, you know, good luck to all of them. Usually whenever that happens, the games industry as a whole is very good about like reaching out to people and trying to get them into different opportunities. But things aren't super great over there. But you know where things are fantastic? Epic Epic Games, Bryce.
Yep. And now they are opening up.
Set you up.
Yeah, I guess
the volleyball.
I feel like there could have been a better transition to say what Epic was doing, but yes, you did indicate it's Epic. Okay, so Epic is opening up cross-platform services for all developers. We know that basically Fortnite's the only game that currently has cross-platform play. I think Rocket League does. Does Rocket League work on PS4 to the other consoles?
Not other consoles.
Okay, so right now Fortnite's the only one, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that does everything. Yeah.
Which Rocket League probably can't be too far because they do everything but PS4.
Yeah, I mean Rocket League can, Minecraft could. Those are the two big ones that could.
But we will be seeing probably a lot more cross-platform games coming soon because Epic is going to be releasing the tools that they have made for Fortnite, which allows them to do cross-platform play, and allowing all developers access to these tools free for all developers, and they will be for all engines, all platforms, and all stores. Says Epic. They'll be rolling out in waves. So they'll have access to things with cross-platform login, friends, presence, profile, and entitlements. And then you'll have cross-platform voice communication, matchmaking and parties, cloud data save, and achievements and trophy stuff. So they're kind of rolling that out over the next looks like the next year. By 2020, it looks like the developers should have access to everything. So probably in the next year, we'll be seeing more games supporting cross-platform on everything due to these tools.
To be fair, not as much with PlayStation, the rest of everything. That's still up to them. That's still up to PlayStation. But with everything else, yes.
Well, I mean, I feel like once they open the gate to Fortnite, their reason to close it kind of...
Not really. I could easily see them just doing Fortnite because Fortnite's the biggest game in the world. Like, I could easily see them doing that. And they're still calling it a beta. They're still calling opening up the cross-platform thing a beta.
Yes, but there's only so long that they can use that justification.
Not really. I could totally see Sony never opening anything else up. Like, I would love them to, but like past I don't know, past their history does not seem to indicate that they will. They were very hesitant about this in the first place. Like, they're not even fully... Like, they weren't like, you know what? Yeah, cross-platform, we did a change in our philosophy. We're going to try and do cross-platform for, like, as much as we can. Like, it's better for the gamers. They were like, we worked it out. We think we can do it with Fortnite, but that's it. That's it for now. Like, I don't know. That's, like, how they came out with this.
I think, like, once they let Fortnite do it, that's the crack in the wall. And anytime somebody else is going like, we would love to do cross-platform, but, you know, Sony's
what about Rocket League? What about Minecraft? Both of them already want to. They've said it.
Yeah. So,
they haven't opened that up to them yet.
Right. There's only so long that, yeah, right now they're going, well, we're doing the beta. But you can only do a beta for so long before you can be like, okay.
I think that is entirely a possibility that they open that all up, but I don't think that's guaranteed. I think it's very possible that they're like, the second they do another one, the second they come out of beta and they're like, yeah, Rocket League 2. You know what I mean? That's when I'm like, okay, they're probably opening this up to like everything. But with Fortnite.
Here's the beauty of it. They've allowed Fortnite to do it, being like, okay, Fortnite did it right. We're going to allow Fortnite to do it. Epic's going, we're allowing the tools that made Fortnite do it. You guys can have the Fortnite cross-platform tools. So if they approved Fortnite doing it right, everybody else can do it the way Fortnite did it.
I don't think it's because of the way they did it technologically. I don't think at all. I think it's because Fortnite's the biggest game in the world and they were getting shit for it.
I think the same, but I still think that if they pick and choose, I think the gates are open and they're going to have trouble like keeping people out at this point.
They can keep out whoever they want, though. It's up to them.
But people are going to throw a stink, and they're going to have to crack.
Yeah, but, like, Fortnite threw a stink. The people about Fortnite, people threw a stink about that for months and months before they're like, okay, fine, for that thing. And people were throwing a stink about Minecraft and Rocket League for years. Like, I don't know. I totally see what you're saying, and I think that's entirely possible. I just don't think that's, like, guaranteed. Not at all.
I think we'll be seeing it in a year. We'll see.
I hope so. I hope so. That would be great. Be awesome. You know what else was awesome, Bryce and Darian, who just got back with whatever that is?
I've had this the whole time.
What is it?
It's a smoothie.
I want a smoothie. Smoothies are delicious.
I got a Nutri Ninja, and I have smoothies almost every day now. I'm living my best life.
Smoothies are awesome. And you know what else is God, double transition. The Game Awards was great this year. I had a lot of fun watching it. I got to take a break out of my busy schedule, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to set aside the night, that Thursday night, and watch it no matter how busy I am with school and all that. And it was great. It was a good time to relax. They more than doubled their viewership this year. And it was, I'm pretty sure the numbers of the Oscars, I think it was, last year was 26.5 million viewers, and this year the Game Awards reached 26.2 million viewers, and last year they had like 12. So it's really doing well recently, which is awesome. There were a lot of announcements, a lot of winners.
In the words of everyone's favorite Game Awards guest, fuck the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscars. Yep. There we go. He was back this year. Oh my God. He was back and he was like he was just talking to the crowd and just like, dude, the camera's right. Right here.
Why does he keep bringing him back?
I don't know. Joseph Fares is a super interesting guy. He just doesn't give a crap about like anything else. He's just, I don't know. He's interesting. He's a very interesting dude. But he's not like a bad guy. He's a good guy.
Darian, which year of the Game Awards was your favorite?
This one.
Had you heard of the Game Awards before this year?
Yeah, we talked about them last year.
We did actually.
Because I swear that like before the Game Awards, I was like, "Hey, Darian, are you watching the Game Awards?" And she's like, "I thought you were like, no, I didn't even know that was happening."
Yeah, I didn't know what was happening. I've heard of them. I know what they are. I just stay so out of the loop that I didn't know like when it was.
Okay.
That's reasonable. Dude, one of my earliest Game Awards memories, it was back when it was called the VGAs, the Video Game Awards, on Spike. It was not online, it was on Spike. And I was in Indianapolis with a friend when I was in like high school, and we were going to see a Colts game for my birthday with my family and all that, back when I used to care about football. And we were watching it like on, what was it? On like a really crappy, like, I think it was one of our phones, and it was like really tiny. And it was the Last of Us reveal trailer. And it was awesome. And because I was a huge Uncharted fan, so I saw Naughty Dog and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was dope, and it begun the hype for The Last of Us, like super hardcore. It was great.
Darian, have you played The Last of Us?
Don't.
I couldn't handle playing it, but I have watched it beginning to end.
It's fine. It's fine. It's acceptable. I'll take it.
I have really high anxiety with like horror games and can't handle most of them.
It's not really a horror game, but it's
enough of one that I can't handle it. I get in my own head and can't do it.
Darian, what's the game you've been playing a lot lately?
Dead by Daylight is not the same.
Dead by Daylight's way creepier than The Last of Us.
No, it's not.
It's creepier, maybe not scarier.
You have to, I mean, the first probably 200 hours that I put into the game were pretty rough. But now, like, you eventually condition yourself to, like, not react so badly. There are still quite a few opportunities for the killers to scare the fuck out of you. But it's in a fun, like, ooh, that was not fun for a half second.
It was in a fun, ooh, that was not fun kind of way.
Yeah.
Darian, if you played The Last of Us for 200 hours, you would have beat it a while ago.
That's true. That's a good point. Like a 20-hour game, maybe. God, The Last of Us is so
it's also a multiplayer game. I only play the scary side with other friends.
That's reasonable. It lowers it.
And that makes it easier. If I was playing Survivor by myself, I don't think I could handle it. But I don't do that.
That's reasonable. When you play with friends, it'll lighten things up. Like when I play a horror game on stream, much better than if I'm sitting here playing myself with all the lights off and the sound up. Like at least I can talk with chat and it'll distract me. So let's talk about the things that were announced at the Game Awards and see if any of you guys care. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, which is actually pretty big. I didn't play any of the older Ultimate Alliance games, but people love them.
They are awesome.
The fact that it is exclusively for the Nintendo Switch is huge.
I am upset about.
Why are you upset about it?
I've played that on PlayStation, like the other ones on PlayStation 2 and stuff.
Right. You have a Switch.
Yeah, I do, but it's like I don't really play with others on my Switch very much. I kind of treat it as like a handheld almost.
Yeah. I mean, it is one.
So, but yeah, like I think Nintendo's actually publishing this. So it's kind of weird that a game that I associate with playing on my PlayStation is going to be a Nintendo exclusive, but it does look dope as fuck, and it is one of my favorite franchises.
You ever think about how a lot of people are going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Xbox? It's crazy.
That is so weird. Like they would have no.
It is weird. I really want to see the not final, but I really want to see sales compared of like PlayStation version versus Xbox when that is out. That'd be awesome. And then Crash Team Racing, which is a lot of people that were really excited about the Crash trilogy, really wanted CTR next. The full title is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, is coming remastered to the PlayStation 4. Darian looked excited about that. Do you care about that? About CTR? Did you play it back in the day?
I actually never did, but I'm a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot.
Okay, well there you go. I hear it's like a really good kart racer from what I've heard. So I'm excited, and I love kart racers. Hashtag bring back Mod Nation racers. Anyways, Obsidian, which is now a first-party Microsoft studio, they unveiled their new RPG, The Outer Worlds, which looks like very... Obsidian is the creators of Fallout, and it looks very Fallout-y mixed with like Mass Effect. It looks very cool. And that is... What's cool... It's because they started working, Bryce said this earlier, and it's true. It's because they started working on this before Microsoft bought them. But it's weird that it's a Microsoft first-party studio, and it's coming out to Xbox and PlayStation. It's coming out to the PlayStation 4 as well, which is super odd, but looks cool. I'll be excited to see more about it. Epic... This is one that I wish I had played Fortnite to like get confirmation to like see it myself. They announced a thing called The Block, which is basically like where Risky Reels is in Fortnite is like just like a block, right? And I'm pretty sure they just curate. I don't know how often they switch it up, but they show the they're like taking community created content from the creative thing that they also announced. They have like a creative mode now in season 7, and they're like putting stuff on the block in the map. As far as I could see, that's what's going on, and that's pretty cool.
I've seen somebody built Avengers Tower, a huge Avengers Tower in creative mode. I don't really love the battle royale aspect about Fortnite. I've wanted to mess around and save the world, but it's hard to like. I don't want to pay for it because they said it was supposed to be free a while ago.
One day.
But this is we're gonna see kind of this is gonna allow us to see builds. Because people could probably build really cool stuff, but they couldn't because they get shot at. So this is going to be cool to see what people are going to be able to build with the Fortnite build system.
Yeah, it looks cool. And then Far Cry New Dawn, which this one was hilarious to me because the dude comes out and he's like, all right, as everybody knows, at the end of Far Cry 5, Hope Montana gets blown up by fucking nukes. And like he straight up is like, the game's been out long enough, here's the ending. And I had not finished Far Cry 5, so like he completely and totally spoiled it just in front of everybody. But I guess you have to announce the next game, which is like a continuation of it. But yeah, Far Cry New Dawn is a post-apocalyptic like $40 new game, but like more like standalone DLC type thing, which looks kind of like Rage 2. In a way, it's post-apocalyptic, but looks very colorful and fun. And I'm really down, and it made me want to finish Far Cry 5, so that's exciting. Mortal Kombat 11, I love how that was revealed. Ed Boon came out to like announce the sports, like the winner for best sports and racing game, and then the lights went off, and they're like, "Oh, what's happening?" And it was Mortal Kombat 11. I was like, "Thank God! Why would you have Ed Boon out to sports and racing? Like that's so weird." New Dragon Age is coming out. That's exciting, which we all like knew was happening, but that was good to have that tease.
I mean, I heard that like BioWare is on thin ice right now, that if Anthem doesn't do really well, like, we'll see. So the fact that they're like announcing a game after Anthem is interesting. We also saw we saw some more Anthem, which is really gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm ready for Anthem. That's gonna be awesome. Hopefully. And then it ended with Joker, the main character from Persona 5, coming to Super Smash Bros., which is awesome, but I'm also really fucking mad because they come out and it's this whole Persona 5 thing, and they're like, oh man, we're going to someplace you would never expected. We're at the Game Awards, this whole crazy thing. And like the whole time I'm in Discord with my friend Eric, and we're just like, Persona 5 on the Switch, Persona 5 on the Switch, Persona 5 on the Switch, and then they do the thing where they're like, he pulls up a card, and it's like the Smash logo, and I was like, oh shit, that's crazy, it's going to Smash, and then slowly, as that hype died down, I was like, wait, is the game not coming to Switch? It's not coming to Switch? There's no way. And we got really mad because it's not coming to Switch, and I'm mad about it. But it is very cool that Joker's coming to Persona 5. And Reggie had a quote, I don't know if it was like at the Game Awards or after, but there was a quote from Reggie that's something along the lines of like, that first character reveal sets the tone for the rest of the other 4 for the DLC, because there's 5 of them in the DLC pack. As in like things you would never expect, or people you would never expect.
Yeah, this really opens up, like, I mean, when people were guessing what the DLC characters were, they were like thinking Nintendo characters and stuff, but Joker's on a PlayStation exclusive game.
Yeah, it's super weird and cool.
It's gonna be really interesting. Like, I can't even begin to guess what the other ones could be.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, who knows?
Let's see here. And then that's basically all the big announcements that happened at the Game Awards. Let's go over some of the winners real fast. God of War won Game of the Year, thankfully. Which the only other one that I thought was gonna win there would have been Red Dead. And I wanted God of War to win, and I kind of figured it would. So I was excited about that.
Darren was really rooting for Red Dead, but
yeah, she really wanted Spider-Man, really.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't end up being it. Best ongoing game went to Fortnite, who would have guessed? Best game direction, God of War, which that one I was really excited about too, because like game direction, it's either that or Red Dead, because Red Dead does a lot of like innovative stuff, but God of War with the one-shot camera, the entire game, that's huge. That's a big accomplishment for game direction. That's awesome. So I was glad it won there. Best narrative, that went to Red Dead. Art direction, that went to this game. This is one of the only games there that like I hadn't seen beforehand. It's called Return of the Obra Dinn, and it has a really cool art style. So
I've heard a lot of podcasts I listen to have been talking about it. It's a really cool puzzle game, from what I understand.
Okay, visually it looks dope.
Do you know what it is?
No.
It's basically you go to imagine the Titanic. Like, you go to this ship and everybody died, and you are an insurance analyst or whatever. You know, you like look at accidents and determine how much is like owed and stuff. And you have to go, you basically have like a time traveling notebook or whatever, and you can basically like travel to this scene, and you have to look around and try and figure out how everybody died.
Oh, okay. That's neat.
Like, a guy will like have like a spear sticking into him, and you'll have to be like, okay, well, it looks like that came from over there, and apparently you like write in the notebook like, oh, I think they died from this, and once you get 3 correct, it'll lock them in. Up till then, you're kind of like guessing, but it's kind of like a free form investigation thing. And
that's cool.
It's kind of been described as like a mystery Sudoku. So yeah, if you're into puzzle games, I hear really great things about it.
All right. We're just gonna run through the rest of these. If you have anything to say, throw it in here. Best score / music, that went to Red Dead, which they had a performance for later. Best audio design, Red Dead. Best performance, Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2. Games for Impact, that went to Celeste, which made me happy. Celeste is incredible, and I actually really need to finish that game. Best independent game, that went to Celeste as well. Best mobile game, Florence, which I've heard a lot of good things about Florence.
Both me and Darren have played it, and I love how much they did with literally no dialogue. The game had no dialogue, but had like...
Isn't it like 45 minutes long? It's like really short.
Yeah, I don't think it's even that long.
Okay, cool. I'll have to try that. Best VR/AR game, Astrobot Rescue Mission, which that I've heard a lot of good things about too. Really good year for VR. Like straight up, all these nominees is like I've heard so many good things, and I'm like, maybe I should get a VR. I'm not going to, but you know, it's a good time to.
I'm honest. I am so pissed that the best VR game is never coming to the Vive.
What's that?
Astrobot? Yeah, because it uses PlayStation characters to like because like
exclusives.
Yeah, Moss, which was exclusive. Like a lot of things are timed exclusive to PlayStation VR. Moss didn't come over for a long time, but it is on Vive now. But I don't think that's ever coming to the Vive, which is like and I hear it's so good, so it's frustrating.
Best action game went to Dead Cells. Best action adventure game went to God of War. That's the one I wanted Spider-Man to win. Best action adventure game. Because it's like, if you're going to give Spider-Man anything, give it action adventure, you know? Best role-playing game, that went to Monster Hunter World. Deservedly so. Best fighting game was Dragon Ball FighterZ, I kind of figured. Best family game was Overcooked 2, which I wanted to win, but definitely thought that was going to go to like Mario Party or something like that. Best strategy game, Into the Breach. That's one I want really badly, but I don't have, but I want that game. Best sports/racing, Forza Horizon 4. Multiplayer, Fortnite. Student game, Combat 2018. That I don't know any of those. Debut indie game, The Messenger. Messenger got something through there. I'm sure a lot of people are happy. Best esports game, Overwatch. Haha, thank goodness. If like Overwatch didn't win that, I would have been shocked.
Shocked.
Just like the best esports host, Shox. She's great. Anyways, esports player was Sonic Fox. He's a fighting game guy. Esports team's Cloud9. Esports coach was Bach Reaperd Hangyu? I don't know how to say that. Who's a Cloud9 coach. And then Shox was the host. Esports moment. C9 comeback win in triple OT versus FaZe. No,
did you do esports event?
That, for sure. The esports event was also League of Legends. That was the League of Legends World Championship.
Darian got one.
Reasonable. Yeah. Because they always do. It's always huge. And then content creator of the year went to Ninja. If that had gone to anyone else, I would have been shocked. So yeah, those are the winners.
I like that they renamed it from Trending Gamer of the Year to Content Creator.
I don't necessarily love that, to be honest. I kind of like Trending Gamer. Content Creator is like more specific. Trending Gamer is kind of more nebulous, and I like that it's nebulous because it's like it's the Trending Gamer makes sense because it's fan voted. You know,
is Content Creator not fan voted?
It is, but like Trending Gamer makes more sense as a name because it's like trending because the fans, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're very unlikely to be the trending game of the year if you don't make content.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's the Game Awards. Bryce is going to cover our last story that's going to roll into the topic of the show. It's very related between the two. It's basically like background info for the topic of the show. So you can start with either one, whichever way you want to do it, Bryce.
Okay, so the Epic Game Store was announced and launched recently. Which seems to be trying to be a contender to Steam. They have the player base from Fortnite, and we're seeing them use that, you know, basically their success from Fortnite in all sorts of different ways, and this game store seems to be their latest. Right now they've only got a few games on there. But a couple of notable things about the Epic Game Store. One is that they are doing a better split for developers than Valve is. Valve is doing a 70-30 split.
Yeah, which is basically like what they've always done.
Yeah. Epic is doing an 88 for the developer and 12 for Epic. So that gives people more incentive to have their games on Epic, which we are seeing some games are exclusive to Epic right now. On PC, Hades is only available on the Epic Game Store.
That's a big thing from the Game Awards, where this news story about the Epic Game Store came out earlier in the week, and then during the Game Awards, it was just like, coming to the Epic Game Store, and I was just like, oh shit, Epic out here making moves. Look at this. Journey, only in the Epic Game Store. Well, to be fair, PS3, PS4, the only PC place you can get Journey is on the Epic Game Store.
We're kind of seeing a sort of a console war popping up now
over PC stores.
Yeah, you can have all of these stores on your PC, but you we'll get into the topic of the show about kind of the implications about that. Another notable thing about the Epic Game Store right now, which seems to be trying to get people players in the door, they're probably making some deals. They've got these exclusive games. And probably have some deals with those developers, and they've got the cuts and stuff. But for the gamers, they are currently every 2 weeks giving away a free game. Subnautica is their current one. They're giving away Super Meat Boy. I don't know what else is coming, but those are the ones they've said are coming.
Also, Zyger pointed out in the chat, which is a very good, relevant to the conversation thing. He said if you use Unreal Engine, the engine made by Epic, then you don't have to pay royalty fees when putting your game on the Epic Game Store. So that's another reason why people would do that. Yeah. And they're very good about assets for Unreal and whatnot.
Although that's kind of like, does that that sounds kind of monopoly-ish of like, hey, use our engine because it's going to be cheaper. Yeah, there's implications.
I just want you to use your engine.
A more complicated aspect. But if they do become the new Steam, that could be interesting. Which we'll get into. I find that unlikely. But yeah, they're trying to do some stuff to get more developers on their platform and also get gamers using it. But right now it's very bare bones. I think they're saying that they're kind of trying to be more streamlined than Steam. They're not going to have message boards and stuff like that. But after this kind of price war, or this, I guess, split war that's been going on, Discord popped in and they were like, hey, we'll do a 90-10 split where developers are getting 90, Discord's only taking 10. Which, to my knowledge, is the best. Nobody's done a cut that well. But Discord, honestly, they don't have... Discord is actually a really interesting one because Discord works as a launcher for everyone. You can launch everything, no matter what store it is, from Discord. But they don't have any exclusives. They don't have... They do?
They have exclusive games. They have a lot of exclusive games, to be fair. But they just don't have any big name exclusive games. Okay. But they've been doing exclusive games way longer. They've been doing it for a while. With Discord Nitro, too, you get free games. Yeah. I think every month. But yeah, the new thing coming out about the split thing is different for sure.
So there is a big war. It seems like right now the next year is going to be a huge PC gaming store war, which we're going to get into. But first, Darian's going to tell us about some Patreon supporters.
Last Geek has launched a Patreon to help make great content like this podcast. For the low price of $5 a month, you can get a shout out on every episode of Ready Set Gamecast, like Aaron C. and Dragon Z Lucas did. I'm sorry, I know it's not Dragon Z. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Great shout out.
I love you, Lucas.
Lucas, I love that you call him Lucas. I've always just called him Dragons.
Because his name is Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, but it's dragons.
It's more personal.
Dragons is cooler, though. Because dragons are cool. They breathe fire. I don't know if you know this. I don't know
why I emphasize the Z.
It's not, capitalized or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good question.
So
Give us money.
Yes, if you want Darian to say sorry about your name, you know what to do.
And pronounce it
If
wrong.
you want to hear Darian pronounce your name wrong, give us $5 on Patreon.
Great incentive. I like it.
Okay, but so the topic of the show this time is more and more game stores are popping up on PC with new competitors like Discord, Twitch, and now Epic entering the picture. Do any of them have a chance to steal business from Steam? And is this competition a good thing?
It's a good thing. They do have a chance to steal stuff from Steam. They already have. But, like, it's just the extent of it. Like, I don't know how much that's eventually going to impact.
Obviously, they're stealing games because they have exclusives, but, like, Hades is only exclusive while it's early access. Once it's no longer early access, it's going to the other stuff. I don't know. Ashen probably is timed exclusive. I don't think any of these are probably locked into the Epic Game Store forever. They're probably playing a wait and see to it.
Maybe.
Because Ashen, I think, has a Steam page right now. Like, I think they had that before they made the announcement.
I don't know much about Ashen.
Oh, it looks... I thought I showed you the trailer a while ago, but it looks super sick.
I've been hearing things about it. I think it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, I think so. I need to get an Xbox.
Game Pass is so good. I canceled Game Pass recently because I was trying to, like, you know, save up some money. I canceled my Game Pass and my Gold and, like, my Twitch subs and Patreon. I canceled a bunch of shit just because I needed to save, like, some monthly money. But, like, Bunny gave me the Patreon pledge on my Patreon to make me play a game, and it's on Game Pass. So he's like, yeah, just do a month of Game Pass. And I was like, oh, cool. Sure thing. Give me an excuse to get back, like, hundreds of games. But, yeah. It's great. Game Pass is a great deal.
Okay, but is Epic a good... Is Epic, is Discord, is Twitch, is Origin? Who else has their own... Battle.net.
Uplay.
Yeah, Uplay. Imagine if you wanted
Ubisoft
to...
Club.
Imagine if you wanted to play a game for all of these. You would have to have, like, 7 launchers on your system.
I do. I do. I have Battle.net, I have Steam, I have Epic, I have Discord, I have Uplay and Origins.
See, Discord I don't mind because I would have had it either way.
To be fair, I also have a billion other launchers for, like, MMOs that are third-party downloaded from the websites, so, like, whatever. League of Legends is a different launcher. I have Guild Wars 2 is a different launcher. It's just, I don't know, a lot of people, who was it? I can't remember who it was, but somebody didn't want to download, I think it was maybe my friend Jester, I don't know, but somebody was like, I'm not getting this game, even though it was, like, free or something. Was it, Darian?
I mean, I freaked out about Fallout 76.
Oh, yeah. But it's like, I'm not going to get this game because I don't want to download another launcher. And I'm like, it's
that was me. That was an argument we had on this show.
Yeah. It's the nature of PC gaming. Like, I don't mind it because it's just the nature of how it is. I've had billions of launchers for years. It's just how it is.
I told Darian about the free games Epic is doing every 2 weeks, and she's like, I'm not getting the Epic Game Store.
Well, first of all, I already have Epic downloaded because of Fortnite. So, like, you know, like, that's all right.
I don't play Fortnite. I don't need to bog down my PC with more games that I'm not going to play.
Yeah, but, like, just add them to your account so maybe you want to play them later.
But she needs to get the game store to be able to add them to her.
Yeah, so get the game store. You know what I mean?
Open the game store once a month just so you can redeem these games. That's it.
Yeah.
You may never ever play them ever, but you know.
I mean,
it takes up barely any space.
It's a program running. You'd have to, like, I guess you could set it to not launch. All of these launchers like to.
You don't know. Yeah, don't have barely anything open when you launch.
Yeah,
the PC.
All the launchers like to, when you install them, they like to set themselves to, like, auto launch when you turn on your computer. So you have to go in and.
Yeah, I mean, I somewhat get it. Like, you don't want a billion launchers, but also, like, why? Like, if you want to, I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, I kind of I get that it's not the same, but it's almost like the streaming war we have going on, where like everything was on Netflix and that was great, but now everybody's trying to do their own thing and it's dividing you 9 million ways. So, I would like to watch the new season of Young Justice. Oh wait, it's over on DC Universe. Oh, I want to watch the new Marvel thing.
Yeah, but that costs money.
Yeah.
That's different.
Oh, I want to watch Friends, but they're trying to get it off of Netflix, so we revolted, and they paid a ridiculous amount of money to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, but that's different because it's not free.
Yeah, but it takes up resources, it takes up space. Like I can see the reason, and if you could have all of your things conveniently in one launcher, I think that's the reason that
Yeah,
Steam,
I mean, it would be better.
I think that's the reason that Steam became what it was, is that they consolidated it all in one place, made it so easy, and now this splintering is making it harder to get these things.
I'd rather it all be in one place. That'd be better.
Yeah.
Be more convenient. But like, it's not gonna stop me from playing a thing I want to or getting free stuff because it takes up a little bit of space.
I was honestly not going to get Hades because it looks super cool. But like I said last time, I got the NVIDIA Shield, and I've been messing around with playing games in my living room using the Steam Link capability of it because it's working so well. Like I played through all of Injustice 1, which is a fighting game, with no issues.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the NVIDIA Shield is very capable.
Wow.
And I was like, well, that only works with things on Steam. But luckily, the NVIDIA Shield has something called Game Stream, where if you have an NVIDIA video card, you can tell it, hey, here's this other game that I'm going to play. That's like, you just point it to the application location, and then you can launch it from there. So I was able to get Hades to run on my NVIDIA Shield. But up till then, like, I was like, I kind of just want to wait for it to be on Steam. So Steam Steam has been around and like done things so well, and I can very much see that a lot of people going, if it's not on Steam, I don't want to even mess with it. So I think they're going to have a lot of trouble pulling those customers, and they're obviously trying to do everything they can, from exclusives to, I mean, obviously like Twitch and Discord is trying to tap into a market that they already have, that they say like, hey, we know you have Discord because you use it for talking. Why don't you use it to play games? But like,
that's convenient.
Yeah, but people are still like, no, you're my talk thing. Steam is my game thing.
It's hard to win people over, for sure. And I think even if Epic and Discord offer awesome games, I think they're gonna have a lot of trouble getting people to get them.
Yeah. I think this is going to be good for developers, that even if these don't succeed, it's going to push Steam to maybe give developers a better cut, give them better things.
And competition's just always better.
Yeah.
For everyone.
I would say that it's kind of like MoviePass, where MoviePass like died, but because MoviePass died, we saw AMC and
AMC Stubbs A-list rises from the ashes. I used it a couple days ago. If
we didn't see Steam, MoviePass, we wouldn't see AMC Stubbs A-list.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, I think this will be good no matter what, but I don't think gamers. I mean, Darian, is there anything Epic can do to get you to download their stuff?
Nope.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3 available only on the Epic Games Store.
Yeah. Yep, I guess. If they made that happen.
That's what would get you. And then she just doesn't do it. She's like, nah, I can't. My whole life I waited 15 years for this. I can't do it. It's on the Epic Games Store.
Sorry. I'll just watch a playthrough, I guess.
It'd be so sad.
I don't love this splintering. I don't love having to download 17 things. It takes up space, it takes up resources. I don't love it. But
I don't mind it. It's just one of those things where I also like, ever since I started playing PC gaming, I didn't even start with Steam. I started with Lord of the Rings Online directly off of the website, and I got Minecraft directly off of the website. And then like eventually, after I already had like 4 or 5 games on different launchers, I had Steam. So it's like, I don't know, I've kind of always been used to it. It's just always kind of been PC gaming for me. But it's also, the competition's good for the consumer. It'll mean better things for us in the end, for sure. But yeah, that is the topic of the show. I'm excited to see where it all goes. I think checking back in a year will be very interesting to see the PC landscape, for sure.
Oh yeah, the next year of video games is gonna be really interesting on PC.
Yeah, for sure. But now we're gonna move on to the questions and the comments and the concerns. Do you want to be a part of the show? Go to readysetgamecast.com/submit to submit a question, comment, or your favorite. I always want to say food. I always want your favorite anime going on right now. I started My Hero Academia recently.
Ooh.
For us to read on the show. I was gonna mention that earlier, by the way. My Hero Academia, controversial hot take about to happen on this show, right? It's fine. I'm only 6 or 7 episodes in, though. That's the thing. But I also built it up for years. As in, I was like, oh, I'll get to that show. Everyone loves it. I was like, oh, I know I'm gonna love it too. So I put it on my Hulu, and I was like, oh, eventually I'll get to it. But I'll get to it when I can like binge it. You know, that was always the goal. And then I've started it. I'm like 6 episodes in, and I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, it's fine. It's good. It's good enough for me to still want to continue watching, but like, it's just good. Like, so far, there is nothing special about it. I'm like, this is very anime. It's very cheesy. They're literally just like saying exposition over and over. Like, there's no plot thread that like, right now I'm just like, he wants to get better as a hero, and that's it. I'm like, there's no impending danger. There's nothing to keep me hooked.
Yeah, I guess the impending danger hasn't really shown up yet because like yeah,
he's just in school, just chilling.
I guess you don't even know about the big bad yet. He hasn't.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, I told Andrew, I'm like, they're setting up a cast of like cool characters, and it's a decent world that like eventually I definitely could see something cool. But like at the moment, there's just like it's just fine. But I guess it's probably a slow burn. You know, it probably gets better and better as it goes, for sure.
Oh, I mean, I think they like they let you learn about all the characters so that once
that's what it seems like.
Once they light the match, that you're like very much care about
good.
all the people, because you don't, because what, like, I would say the sports festival is the first like big, when everybody's just going hard, is the first really big
going
moment.
Hard at that sports festival. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm excited. It's good. It's definitely good enough for me to keep watching, for sure. But yeah, on to the questions. Bryce says, "Hi, I'm Bryce. Please write in to race@gamecast.com/submit and tell us what games you think we need to play to prepare for Game of the Year discussion."
I don't remember saying that, but okay.
I don't know. You did.
Was that in there?
It was in there. It was in there.
Oh, that's weird.
And then he also says, "Darian, why won't you parry in God of War?" I say as she gets up and walks away.
Did she? Oh, right. She actually did. Oh, no, she's back.
Yes, she did. Darian.
She was fighting the first Valkyrie, and I was just like, Darian, please parry. You cannot win against the Valkyrie without parrying.
Darian, why don't you parry in God of War? That is a question directed towards you to answer.
She's drinking a beer and she's not good.
I can tell.
Gonna answer.
I don't want to learn how to parry.
But you did, and you're actually getting somewhat good
at it.
I
accidentally began just parrying.
What if you want to be better at the game? Then, like, you should probably learn how to do that.
Here's the thing. If I get better at the game, I finish the game. If I finish the game, I don't see as much of Kratos. If I don't see any more of Kratos... Oh my god, I'm killing myself. Doesn't matter. The sentence is over.
There is so much side content that like... You know how the dwarves keep telling you to go get that whetstone? I beat the game without ever getting that whetstone. There's still plenty of content after you beat the game.
It's so annoying. Every time I see Sindri, he's like, "Hey, be careful with that whetstone." shove the whetstone so far up his ass.
I hear those side quests are actually really good. The dwarves side quests where they ask you to get stuff are really good. I just never did them. I ended up fighting 2 dragons and stuff. I randomly did like random cool side quests, but never got near the whetstone.
Man, I gotta get back into God of War. Zyger. This one, I guess, is directed towards me. If it was anyone else, I would be surprised. He said, so a few days ago was your birthday for realsy. I low-key thought it was one of those jokes where we say it was your birthday because I saw your girlfriend tweet it first and made my tweet accordingly. Turns out it was actually your birthday, so happy real birthday, and I hope you had a great one. I guess I should ask a question. How was your day, cutie? It was good. It was a good day. It was Saturday. I had work in the morning, which was not fun, but I was like in a good mood because everybody was being real nice. You know, it was easy. It was very slow. And then I came home, passed out for a bit because I didn't get much sleep the night before. And then I went and saw Into the Spider-Verse and came back and played some Destiny. It was a solid day. It was solid. Zyger also says, who's everyone's main in Smash Bros? Who's ready to get their ass kicked? Kappa, but no Kappa. I added the last part. Bryce, who's your main in Smash?
My Mii fighter. And I think I beat Zyger at least once. I don't remember how we stacked up. Because yeah, Zyger did pop in while JJ was doing his matches, and
I was doing some matches the other night, and I played against Bunny and Queso Bros Jared and a couple other people, but like Zyger was not there. And he could have shown up to get destroyed, but he didn't, because he's a coward. Know what I'm saying? Darian, are you even playing Smash?
I have Smash. I have it downloaded onto my my Switch. I have not.
Okay. Who has been your main in the past? Have you played other Smash games?
So
The answer is no.
So I had Smash on the Wii U, and I would occasionally play it casually with my friends. I played it all the way through to like unlock all the characters and stuff. But I was a very casual player, and I would just play Peach and not fight them at all. I would just jump back and forth and make her like bump her butt out and yell and stuff. So then the goal, because it was always me and like 2 to 3 other people, and so like they'd be fighting each other. I'd go be obnoxious for about 30 seconds, and then they'd be like, all right, truce until we kill Darian, because this cannot go on.
That seems about right.
But I think Isabel is going to be
Isabel's adorable.
My main. Yeah, she's fucking awesome.
I heard of people setting like 8 CPU characters, all the max, and betting on who would win. Like putting money down.
That would be fun. That would
be
fun.
so intense.
That would be fun.
Dude, I might have to do a drinking version.
Mine is Link. I was thinking it would be Young Link or Toon Link, but so far it's Link. Because like it took me a while to get Young Link and Toon Link, so at that point I was playing Link, and I didn't really love how he's played. The difference is he's heavier and slower, which is good, but like it's different. And then like I played him so much that I got used to it. So I guess just Link.
I was playing Kirby for a long time because I was playing World of Light, and you start off with him, and I didn't switch off of him. I tried playing the one blue Pokemon boy.
Lucario?
Yeah, Lucario. And I just was like, oh, what does this button do? And half the time I jumped off the edge, and I was like, okay, going back to Kirby. I'll play Kirby again. But Kirby sucks at fighting multiple enemies. If there's like several enemies, he's bad at that, whereas my Mii fighter is totally built for that, for pushing people off, and he's great at that. So I just switched to my Mii fighter because I was only playing Kirby in World of Light, and then I switched to my Mii fighter for those battles, and then I just didn't switch back.
Yeah. All right. Zyger also says, what are you guys' thoughts on the new images released for the Sonic film? What do you think they took a poster with the perspective? Why do you think they took a poster with the perspective of that Sonic dick? I don't know.
I want to know who designed this poster, because
All of them.
the furry community.
The angle at which they took that picture cuts off a huge portion of the left leg and makes his right leg look like it's probably 3 times the size of his left leg.
Which post are we talking about? There's 2.
There's one where he's all shadowy and it's a silhouette, and then there's another where he's sitting on top of like a roof and he's overlooking like the.
Isn't he on the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah, he's on the
Yes.
bridge. He's on the bridge.
Oh, is he on it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you said a roof. He's on the bridge.
Okay, my bad. He's on the bridge.
I would say that the silhouette one looks weirder, just because the way like his legs look really long and weird. The bridge one is just like he's got really furry legs. He's a Pokemon.
The bridge one's perspective is fucked up when you think about it
He's just
because his
leaning
legs
back.
are this far. They're like this far apart. It's like that's not how that works.
He's just
Your
leaning
crotch
back.
doesn't do that.
Yeah, either way, his entire body is fucked up in both of them, and I don't want it. I don't want this.
The nightmarish Sonic poster is real, is the headline of this article. It's so bad. It's legit. His legs are like, oh man, that's so weird.
Xavier Woods Austin Creed, Xavier Woods, tweeted a picture recently of him in front of said poster with it like basically doing that same pose, and I can see how they got the his legs should, yeah, I think his legs should be higher, but I can see how they got it. Like it's the same position.
No, it scares me.
It's just really like horrifying, and I don't know why they're doing this.
At least if you're gonna take a shot from the perspective of the Sonic dick, at least just show us that Sonic dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, show us the Sonic dick.
Zaire says, how cool would it be if Quantic Dream just announced that Dreams was out tomorrow? On Twitter today, they teased an announcement for tomorrow, December 18th. What if they just released Dreams to the public? Keep in mind the game was in development since 2011, announced publicly in 2013, still isn't out. I feel like they very much could do what they if they were going to just drop anything at the moment, it would be the beta. They could just be like, the beta is out right now. I don't think they would do the game. That'd be cool, but I don't know about it. Dreams needs to happen.
I dream every night.
Just let it happen. It's done. Like, it's been forever. Give it a break. You know what I mean?
Of electric sheep.
Sure. He also said, how was your potty break? It was good. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be on your phone when you're in the bathroom. You know, just chill for a second. Then Paul says, yeah.
I knew that was directed at you based on when it was sent, but Darian got up several times, so it was like, it could be either of you.
Yeah, Darian, how was your potty breaks?
I actually haven't gone to the bathroom at all throughout this whole podcast, and I have to pee really bad.
Okay, so the potty break we're gonna assume is gonna be pretty good, you know?
Oh yes, it'll be quite satisfying.
We got a forecasted potty break coming.
And then Paul says, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas, Bryce? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're getting close. Literally, by the time you get to the next episode, yeah, it'll be Christmas.
Yeah, this is the last episode before Christmas, thus the hat.
Get excited. I love Christmas.
I think like everybody's gotten the stuff I want. I told my brother I want a Steam controller because I have got 2 NVIDIA Shields now, and I've been messing around with playing games remotely on them, and I want controllers dedicated to them to be able to just be like, I'm laying in bed, I want to play Fortnite or whatever, I want to play Hades, I'm gonna grab my controller and I'm gonna play, or I want to play in the living room. So I just want a Steam controller just because that's able to do like everything.
Yeah, that's a random thing where I don't know why this reminded me, but you're like, I want the Steam controllers so they're like in different places. What I want is like, I bought this wireless charging stand for my phone that I just like plop it on. I want one of these in just like random places, just like over there, over by the kitchen. I can just be like, here's my phone. You know what I'm saying? It'd be dope. I also want, this is random, but I also want a like a mic arm type thing, but I want to hook it onto the end of that desk and have it so that it goes over the top of me and I can put my Switch in it and I can lay down and just play. That'd be great. I would love that. It's not what I want for Christmas though. what I want for Christmas, the main thing I'm wanting for Christmas are AirPods. I actually really want AirPods because they're fucking dope. I had a friend show me them. Like, when you put them in, they start playing. And when you take them out, they stop. They pause. And you can also, like, tap them to pause, or you can, like, double tap to go and double tap to go back. It's really cool. Darren's been tapping her nose for a while, and I feel like that means something.
I've been perusing Amazon, like, what do I want?
Oh, okay. That's your thinking, is you stroke the nose? That's good.
Yeah, I, like, push in on my nose or, like, push it up when I'm thinking. I just
be, yeah, sure. But yeah, I want the AirPods and also Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And if I don't get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee from anyone, I'm just gonna buy it.
So I found out that literally the only way to get Mew is from the Pokeball. I thought at least somebody with a Mew could trade it to you, but I know you can't get it traded from Pokemon Go. You can't even trade it in Pokemon Let's Go.
I told you that.
I thought that you could get it some other way, but literally, I guess, like...
That's why it has the word exclusive in there.
Well, whatever. It's bad. So you cannot complete your Pokedex without that, or will it still say you complete your Pokedex if you get everything but
yeah,
that?
but like, you'll know that it's not really complete.
I mean, you get a cool... I saw somebody tweet out that you get a cool, like, certificate that says you completed your Pokedex if you do so. So as long as I get that certificate, I also need to...
I want it. I don't play Pokemon normally. Like, I've played... I'm not a Pokemon kid. I didn't grow up with it. I played a little bit of Pokemon Yellow when that was, like, remastered on the 3DS, like a couple years ago. And I played a little bit of Pokemon X, I think. Like, I got that and I played some of that. But, like, I've never gotten really super into it. And I didn't think I would get really super into this either. But, like, I watched somebody Twitch stream it for, like, 6 hours. And I was just like, dude, this looks really fun. Like, I don't... The seeing the Pokemon out in the wild is really enticing for a new player, because you just see a thing that you don't have and you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? I want it. Like, that seems awesome. I do want it really badly. I feel like I'll have a lot of fun with it.
I think it is a contender for most innovative game. They do some really cool things with the Pokemon franchise, with, like, yeah, what a core Pokemon game is.
Yeah, but like, Pokemon just never barely changes, so like any sort of change is gonna be huge for Pokemon.
Yes, but this one, yeah, we'll get into it once we get there.
Yeah. All right. And then Darren, what do you want for Christmas?
I want an Apple Watch.
Yo, I got a smartwatch for my birthday. It's not an Apple Watch, but it's a smartwatch. It's
Is it the Speckle?
I wanted an Apple Watch for like 2 years, and one of my coworkers came in, and her gift from one of her friends was a different kind of smartwatch, and I was just reminded of how much happier I'd be if I had an Apple Watch.
They're really, like, it's really cool. Basically, this one's very bare bones and whatnot, but, like, the main thing I like is just that when I get notifications and messages, I can just be like, oh, like, that's super cool. It's really useful. But yeah. Cool. That's what everyone wants for Christmas. Also, love and happiness.
I already got them Christmas gifts.
World peace.
Or birthday gifts.
World peace.
Teddy only gets one gift. Darian got like 3.
Damn. I can't believe I got one. That was amazing. It's great.
My Christmas gifts aren't going to be arriving until January.
Well, guess.
For me, or just in general?
I mean, you as well, but like...
I'm super bad with gifts. I still need to get gifts for most of my family. I still need to get a couple more things for our girlfriend. It's a problem. I'm bad at gifts. I'm bad at giving gifts.
We're not, my family's not doing our exchange till the 28th, so I got a little bit of time. Nice. My brother doesn't listen to this, so it's fine. I'm getting him an SNES Classic, and I was just like, nice. Oh, I'll just pop down to the store and get it. And like shortly before that, they announced that they are no longer making SNES Classics. And then suddenly it got real hard to get an SNES Classic.
That's a bummer. Did you end up with one?
Yeah, I ended up Amazon. Like, I swear to God, I went to click add to cart on Amazon because they said they still had them. They said they wouldn't be restocked till Christmas, but it would ship before the 28th, so I'd be fine. But when I clicked add to cart, nothing happened, and then like I refreshed and they were just like, we're out. I was like, you're kidding me. But luckily Target still had some, but they would only let you order one per person, and I wanted one for myself too. So I ended up ordering one from Target and one from Best Buy. So I got one for my brother and one for myself.
Nice. Glad you ended up getting one.
Yeah.
But there's not really much else. AirPods would be really cool, and I want Pokemon. But like, if I don't get either of them, it's all right. They're just kind of things I want. I don't need them, you know. And I do actually want to get a bunch of like indie games that I missed throughout the year, like Into the Breach and Hollow Knight. I want to get that on Switch, and Guacamelee 2. And there's like one other one. Oh, The Messenger. I want The Messenger. There's a bunch of indie games. But yeah, that is the show. Be sure to go to ReadySetGamecast.com for links to the podcast on all your favorite podcast services, including iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher, as well as the video version on YouTube. And if you like the show, please subscribe, rate, I can't believe I'm doing this, and review it on iTunes and Stitcher. It helps us grow and become more powerful. I said that so defeated. More powerful.
Yeah, like I put so much emphasis and powerful into it. He's like, and more powerful.
I guess I gotta do it. But yeah, also be sure to actually leave an iTunes review if you can. It definitely helps the podcast grow. And yeah, for sure, check out the YouTube. You can see crazy things like whenever Darian gets up or whenever a cat jumps in her seat.
Yep.
It's pretty often. The cat specifically.
You can also listen to us on Radio Public,
which gives us money. And right now, if you are listening to this live, even if you're listening to it recorded during the month of December, they're giving double the amount of money they normally do, which is normally 1 cent per listen. Or if people listen to 3 episodes, if like a new listener listens to 3 episodes, they get $1. So the listener bonus is now $2 for the month, and per listen is now 2 cents. So that's cool. Oh, if you listen to the podcast live or listen to the YouTube version, go subscribe on iTunes. Just, help us climb those charts. Like, you can just subscribe and then just delete it. It still counts. It still works. Just do it. It helps.
Just subscribe and then delete it.
I mean, I subscribe and I'm like, I know what the podcast is. I just need to subscribe to make sure it actually shows up for everybody, and then I delete it.
Yeah. But yeah, does Game Make Corp has a new episode? Does it have a new episode, Bryce? Tell us all about it.
It was the Christmas episode.
Ooh.
the Paindeer games.
Yeah, I ended it in a poem that I wrote, and honestly, we finished recording at like 2 a.m. and I fumbled one of the lines, and I just rolled with it. I was like, I should start over. I'm not starting over. It's 2 a.m. We need to get this done. But yeah, we talked about Santa rubbing his magic goo on all of the reindeer, and reindeer dick, and lots of stuff.
Monkey-esque?
It was a Christmas episode. Everything was Santa about stuff. Yeah.
All right, well, that sounds horrifying. Check that out if you want. Darian, where can people find you on the internet?
Mostly Twitch and Twitter, and dexterity.com. DEXTERIDEE is my name.
And Bryce, what about you?
Last Geek on Twitter, Last Geek Plays on Twitch, Last Geek Plays on Instagram, youtube.com/lastgeek.
And I am Teddy Chinaris everywhere. CHINARIS is the last name. And follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm actually kind of trying to use it more. Definitely Twitch. That's the big thing. I will be streaming more. I'm really excited about it. I'm back to streaming more regularly. I did a Sunday stream yesterday. Like, what? But yeah, I'm very happy to be back to like playing games and having fun with it. Like it's such a weird, crazy shift for me back to like something that I love, and it's amazing. But See me every night, weeknights on twitch.tv/TeddyChinaris. Most nights, watch me bake cookies for all the Destiny NPCs. It's very cute. And on that note, we're gonna get on out of here. I guess that's how that goes. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, have a great holidays. Spend time with your family and your friends if you can. If not, sit alone, eat goldfish. That's my advice for the holidays.
See you all in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.